come out. You know what I mean? Everybody else come out. I'm not with the Sting, man, but I hope that, you know, he get that straightened out and he get back to focus on his family and his career. Family first and then career second. But I just wish both his girl, ex-girl, his kid's mother, you know what I mean, can get things together and
At that brand new video here, you can see him walking out of the side of TGK using his t-shirt to cover his head, surrounded by correctional officers and what is presumed to be his manager. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything to us as he walked out. He just went immediately into the SUV waiting.
Gervonta Tank Davis is back in the spotlight, but not for another highlight reel knockout. Instead, the undefeated star finds himself surrounded by mounting legal questions, intense public scrutiny, and growing uncertainty about where his career goes next. Inside the ropes, Davis has built a reputation as one of boxing's most dangerous punchers, capturing world titles across multiple divisions. Outside the ring, however, a series of personal controversies is beginning to overshadow everything he has accomplished.
Identified woman on the right side of her head with a closed hand slap. The report also says this strike caused a small abrasion to the inside of the woman's upper lip on the right side of her mouth. Eventually, we will find out the identity of this woman, and this woman is the mother of Davis's child. Now, Davis, whose nickname is Tank, he has a 27-0 record with 25 knockouts.
According to authorities, Davis, now 30 years old, was arrested on July 11, 2025 in Miami Beach on a domestic battery charge connected to an alleged incident that reportedly took place on Father's Day, June 15, in Doral, Florida. Investigators allege that during a confrontation with his former girlfriend, Davis struck her in the back of the head and slapped her in the face while members of her family were present. Police reports state that the woman sustained an injury to her lip, and prosecutors are reportedly reviewing video recorded by her mother during the incident. The arrest also comes after Davis previously resolved the 2020 hit-and-run case through a plea agreement that included house arrest and community service. Although earlier domestic violence allegations involving Davis were either dismissed or resolved, this latest case has once again placed his conduct outside the ring under intense examination, threatening to overshadow the success he has achieved as one of boxing's biggest attractions.
Alexis, the charge he is facing is battery with domestic. And you mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children, that according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face.
The timing could hardly be more damaging. Davis was already facing pressure after his disputed draw against Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st, 2025. That performance sparked widespread debate after Davis appeared unusually vulnerable and was officially ruled down during the 7th round. Many questioned whether distractions away from boxing were beginning to affect his performances. Plans for a rematch were reportedly progressing behind the scenes, but the latest legal developments have cast serious doubt over whether that fight can still happen on schedule.
Yeah, man, I just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. The judge is, she locked me up because basically I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
Since the arrest, Davis has remained largely silent, a decision that has only fueled further speculation. After posting bond and leaving the Miami-Dade County Jail, he declined to answer questions from reporters while covering much of his face as he exited. Images of that moment quickly spread across social media, prompting criticism from fans, media personalities, and even some longtime supporters who questioned whether he had truly learned from previous legal issues.
Person who thinks that you have to look at both sides of the story, right? It's not always men are abusive, period. What is the woman doing to cause this abuse? And obviously abuse is never okay, but let's just look at what he has to say to defend himself. Now, I'm so sorry for the graphic picture. I'm just going to show it really quick, but he says that she put poop on his toothbrush and spit on his face. Now, again, abuse is never okay, but he sounds like a victim as well. What do you guys think?
While Davis has chosen not to speak publicly, attention has shifted toward Calvin Ford, the longtime trainer who has guided him for much of his career. Ford has served as far more than just a coach, acting as a mentor and father figure since Davis was a teenager. A Baltimore native who rebuilt his own life after serving time in prison, Ford has dedicated himself to mentoring young athletes and has often been credited with helping shape Davis into one of boxing's elite champions. Although Ford has not publicly commented on this latest case, his previous remarks about accountability provide insight into how he has consistently approached situations like these.
It's going to be a transfer for Parkland. It's pinging at. I need help, please. I'm trying to go home. I have my baby in the car and attack me in front of the kids.
Okay, ma'am, repeat the address.
Messing up my tires.
Ma'am.
I need help, please.
Ma'am, repeat the address. I need to send units to you. I need the address.
Please help me. He's gonna kill me.
Ma'am, what's the address?
Please.
I can't send.
Boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis has been arrested and charged with battery in South Florida. Police allege the Baltimore native assaulted his ex-girlfriend during an argument on Father's Day in Doral, Florida. Davis was arrested and booked by Miami Beach police, and a judge set his bond at $10,000. This is the latest in a long line of run-ins with law enforcement for the World Boxing Association lightweight champ. In 2023, Davis pleaded guilty to 4 traffic offenses in connection with a hit-and-run that injured 4 people in Baltimore. He spent more than 6 weeks in jail after a judge found out he was serving out his home detention at the Four Seasons Hotel Baltimore and a penthouse condo in Locust Point. Davis has also previously faced allegations of domestic violence, though none of those cases against him have resulted in convictions. We have more on this story on the
Following another domestic incident involving Davis in 2022 that was later dismissed, Ford publicly stressed that success in boxing never excuses personal responsibility. He emphasized that every individual must answer for their actions and warned that championship belts can disappear quickly if character fails to develop alongside athletic ability. His comments served as both guidance and a reminder that life outside the ring ultimately determines how a fighter will be remembered.
Face first and forward.
Mr. Frazier.
No, I gotta agree with Luther. You ever hear of Thugalicious? Those are women who love thugs. They love to get choked, beat, kicked, and they keep going back. And that's what it is. Yeah,
He didn't do anything.
We're not going to. He didn't do anything. Yeah, he's innocent. Tank is innocent.
Earlier this year, Ford also addressed concerns surrounding Davis's preparation before the Lamont Roach Jr. fight. Notably absent from his fighter's corner that evening, Ford later confirmed he had not trained Davis during camp. He explained that while he cared deeply for Davis, genuine support also meant telling hard truths. According to Ford, there comes a point when every athlete must decide whether history will remember them for their achievements or for the opportunities they allowed to slip away.
Passport. You know, I mean, I asked to see your daughter. You said no, I don't want her to see the police. I showed you. You did, but I wanted to see her, and now I'm gonna have to talk to her because she said that when you hit her, it was in front of her, the baby.
Inside the ropes, Davis owns victories over elite names such as Leo Santa Cruz, Rolando Romero, and Ryan Garcia while collecting championships in 3 weight classes. Yet his accomplishments are increasingly being discussed alongside his legal troubles. Industry observers have suggested that promotional plans have slowed, sponsors appear more cautious, and fans have become increasingly concerned. Speculation surrounding a possible exhibition with Jake Paul has also cooled, while uncertainty remains over Davis's immediate future. Depending on how the legal proceedings unfold, possible outcomes could range from probation and court-ordered counseling to more serious penalties if prosecutors pursue a tougher sentence.
The kind of fighter, you know, he's been touted to be and where he's at now and the impact things like this have on your career.
Well, if you were to compare the arrest rate over the years for prominent boxers with the arrest rate for the average American citizen or citizen of the world, you'll find that the boxers tend to be arrested at
violence, but this isn't the first time either. Could this have anything to do with what boxing does to your brain? Let's talk about it. So Gervonta Davis has been caught up in legal trouble and domestic violence allegations multiple times over the past few years. See, boxers take repeated hits to the head, not just during their big fights, but while they're sparring throughout training camp as well. Over time, that can cause CTE, a brain disease that messes with memory, emotions, and can cause aggression. CTE can show up in the form of slurred speech or even mood changes. So honest question for y'all is, do you think Gervonta Davis' violence outside of the ring could be linked to CTE? Is this a hidden cost?
The uncertainty extends directly into the lightweight division. Negotiations for a Lamont Roach Jr. rematch reportedly face significant delays, and Roach's team has been linked with exploring other options while awaiting clarity. If the situation drags on, Davis could lose valuable momentum as the rest of the division continues moving forward. Fighters including Shakur Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko, and Devin Haney are all pursuing major opportunities, while Davis risks falling behind despite once being viewed as one of boxing's biggest attractions.
Getting arrested for allegedly slapping Vanessa during the custody exchange way on Father's Day, bro. Now Vanessa's mom actually ran outside and recorded part of the incident. The video doesn't show the slap itself, but it does show Gervonta throwing some little box at her.
Beyond the courtroom, the business side of boxing appears to be responding cautiously. Promoters are reportedly slowing negotiations, broadcasters are taking a wait-and-see approach, and companies that once viewed Davis as a reliable pay-per-view attraction are waiting for greater clarity before committing to future events. Although no official announcements have confirmed major changes, the lack of public activity surrounding potential fights has become increasingly noticeable.
Beach Police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, it states Davis arrived to pick up his children from his ex-girlfriend's Doral home and during that process struck her in the back of the head. An investigator said he then proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting in a minor laceration to the inner area of her lip. Police said the victim was treated at Baptist Hospital where officers responded, but Davis was...
Many observers believe this situation represents a shift in how boxing handles its biggest stars. In previous years, Davis's talent often helped him overcome negative headlines. This time, however, that protection appears far weaker. Each passing day without a public response has increased uncertainty surrounding both his immediate future and whether influential figures within the sport remain willing to invest in him. Even in cities where Davis has long been celebrated, conversations have become noticeably more cautious.
And you mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children, that according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach Police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face, causing injuries to her lip as he arrived to pick up his kids.
I know I'm a Tank fan, but at this point, dude, I can't even support this guy no more. Gervonta Davis arrested at 3:35 a.m. in the morning in Miami for battery and domestic violence charges. I've seen stuff like this from Taking a Pass and everybody try to look past it, but dude, what are we doing? You got everything in the world, all the money, mega fights, you got all the money, you never have to worry about anything ever in the rest of your life. Why are we doing this? Like, I understand he's from a tough background and everything, but at some point you gotta grow up. You're arguably the biggest name in boxing with all these people looking up to you, especially kids looking up to you, talking about, I want to be like Gervonta Davis. And this is what they see. I don't know what went down, but I see the news article and I just can't support Tank no more. My favorite damn fighter. One of them besides Terrence Crawford. But I don't know what y'all think about the whole situation. I'm just like, man, what are we doing? I guess we're not gonna get the Lamont Roach fight now. I don't know. I know he was on probation before and it was gonna be another great fight. And it's just crazy, man. But what do y'all think about this? And you guys think he actually did it? And are you guys still...
Around gyms in Baltimore and Miami, opinions remain divided. Some coaches and fighters continue hoping Davis can rebuild his career, while others express disappointment over the repeated controversies. Several trainers have argued that discipline outside the ring is every bit as important as talent inside it, suggesting that lasting respect must be earned through consistent behavior rather than championship victories alone.
Thing in his eye, and the referee allowed him to get that. So, yeah, Davis is one of those guys. He's a very good fighter, but a bit of a frustrating career. He's avoided some of the best fighters, and unfortunately, that rematch that Lamont Roach really, genuinely deserved, because he should have got his hand raised the first time, but there you go. So they were scheduled to have a rematch, and
another noticeable development has been the quiet disappearance of several endorsement opportunities previously associated with Davis. Reports suggest that a number of athletic and lifestyle partnerships have either been paused or quietly shelved as companies evaluate the situation. At the same time, rivals within the lightweight division continue building momentum. Shakur Stevenson is pursuing major championship opportunities, Devin Haney remains active internationally, and rising contenders like Keyshawn Davis are benefiting from the spotlight left behind. In boxing, inactivity rarely leaves a vacancy for long.
Her lip, on the right side of her mouth. Eventually, we will find out the identity of this woman, and this woman is the mother of Davis's child. Now, Davis, whose nickname is Tank, he has a 27-0 record with 25 knockouts, and he has been training for a January 7th fight in D.C. against Hector Luis Garcia. All reports that I've seen that fight will still take place. This has been a Kendrick Sports Social 60-second report. I'm Kendrick. You all have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll see you on
Team public reaction online has also evolved. While Davis previously received overwhelming support whenever controversy surrounded him, reactions this time have become far more divided. Many supporters still hope he returns successfully, but increasing numbers also acknowledge that meaningful change is necessary. Reports that investigators possess video evidence connected to the alleged Father's Day incident have only intensified discussion. Although no footage has been publicly released, speculation surrounding its existence continues influencing public opinion as the legal process moves forward.
Oh, Birdie, I heard Buddy home already.
And because Davis just bonded out of the Eternal Guilford Night Center just moments ago.
Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
Unfortunately, this is not the first time Davis had made headlines for his run-ins with the law involving domestic. I tried to speak with him back in 2022 as he bonded out of the Broward County.
Questions have also emerged regarding how these developments could affect premier boxing champions and others connected to Davis's career. Reports indicate there are internal discussions regarding future events and how ongoing legal uncertainty could impact relationships with broadcasters, venues, and commercial partners. While no official decisions have been announced publicly, industry observers believe promoters are carefully evaluating their options as the case develops.
This is the information that is available to us as of this recording. So again, I'm saying unfortunate news because Tank Davis is scheduled to fight, and he's scheduled to fight in 11 days, and it's almost midnight my time, Pacific Standard Time. So that means really 10 days. Does this affect in any way? Will this affect Tank Davis and his fight? You know, I don't know. I don't know all the details, but we've seen stuff like this happen before in the past. And since it's so fresh, today being December 27th, I don't think it will impact or, you know, postpone his fight or anything like that, because it'll be too quick to go to trial or anything like that. However, some would wonder, could this affect him mentally, right? You left Mayweather Promotions, you're your own boss, doing your own thing. So this is your first foray into that. You have a difficult Olympian in terms of Hector Luis Garcia that you're getting ready to fight, a little bit taller and bigger than you. And, you know, now you have something in the background. This, I can't say it's news to Gervonta Davis in terms of him having little run-ins, because he had a run-in with some type of vehicular.
Girlfriend said that he hit her and the kid or something. And then like a few days later, so it's all over the news, TMZ, domestic Gervonta Davis, right? And everyone sees that bad hit piece. And then she comes like 3-4 days later and is like, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't true, I was in a bad place. And you're not gonna see it's not gonna go as viral.
It doesn't, because I didn't hear about that.
Exactly. So now you have.
So let me tell you something right now, Bradley. The girls that come out and do that and they get proven, basically the girls getting proven wrong and guilty.
Back in Baltimore, organizations that once proudly highlighted Davis as an example of success have reportedly begun reassessing how they present his story. Community leaders have acknowledged the challenge of promoting role models whose situations remain unresolved. Although these decisions may appear minor individually, together they reflect a broader shift in public perception while everyone waits to see how the legal proceedings conclude.
Called to his baby mama house on Father's Day due to Tank Williams that just stopped by to pick up the kids and left something that they wanted to see, man. The woman said Tank came over, and as usual, he's an aggressive, threatening person.
Bonding out of jail here for several years, I can tell you that this is a first for me, because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges. He refused to answer our question.
If Davis hopes to restore his standing within the sport, many believe it will require much more than a favorable legal outcome. rebuilding trust with promoters, sponsors, fans, and the broader boxing community may become just as important as winning future fights. As new developments continue to emerge, the path back to the top appears increasingly narrow. Meanwhile, the lightweight division continues moving ahead without him, and every month away from the spotlight makes returning to the center of it even more difficult. What do you think happens next for Gervonta Davis? Share your opinion in the comments and subscribe for more boxing updates.